Okay, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun Returns. I looked up how much you get for those gems if you pass the speech check. For your benefit, I should add. But, yeah, well, you get 500 more. So you get 1500 instead of 1000, which is pretty substantial, so it's better to wait, but I'm gonna sell him the stones because I don't want to walk around in this faggy ass ninja costume. So let's go back down there. Well, I shouldn't say faggy, but you know, it's not the dwarf thing. You can't be a dwarf and a ninja. That's not right. So Eric Mershman, give me some good clothes for once. Show me what you have. I want the alley punk one. Right. Oh well, it's better. Looks like I'm, whoa. Okay, there we go. Show me what you have. Let me sell you this thing. Oh, I get 300 for it. Pretty good. Now, how am I doing on, Right, I got 2 grenades, so that's good. I got a good med kit, bad med kit, revival thing. I wish the grenades were weapon slots, honestly. Oh, I have 800 now. Okay. I should also get close combat and melee weapons up, and I should put some points into throwing for those grenades, because it doesn't seem like I'm gonna get any good AoE abilities unless I go for like wizard stuff. Okay, so let's continue on here. You might hear some noise in the background. That's my water boiler thing. I'm brewing a cup of coffee. Hope you don't mind. Take a cab to South Seattle docks? Yes! Indeed. Do so. Okay. Leaving the Seamstresses Union behind, you head to the docks. The Ripper killed Sam, and maybe he or she slipped up with the latest victim, left some useful evidence. Only one way to find out. The South Seattle is your typical industrial area. Grit, grime, and gray. The rain doesn't help matters any. Layers of dirt mix with the abandoned wooden pallets. Hold on. Gotta kill this thing before it boils completely. And coffee. Good. Let's see. Layers of dirt mixed with abandoned wooden pallets repurposed into makeshift furniture for the day workers. Garbage collects in the gutters and the broken down streets. Of the broken down streets, right. Disreputable in this district is this district's middle name. Okay. Your destination, the National Transportation Safety Board warehouse, is located on a small strip of dock towards the less maintained end of the waterfront. Despite the presence of those who linger in such places, it's quiet as you approach the gate. Okay. Man, I look kind of psycho in that outfit. I like it. Listen, with a name like Chopper, you can't be totally insane, totally sane, right? Street worker. Hey, you looking for a good time? Know anything about the NTSB? Yeah, the bums around here have been stealing old scrap from that place for years. Not worth my time, though. So I guess that's over here. Lone Star Guard. Right, the guard looks bored. He toys with his gun absent-mindedly, like he might shoot something on a whim just to watch it die. Ugh. Psychopath. Hey, you're about to trespass on corporate property. You're looking to get dusted, street scum? Oh, there he is. I'm working with the coroner, Bronze. Open the gate. Sure you are, and I'm Low Fear, King of Dragons. Beat it. Bastard. What's this? There's a gap between the fuselage and the building just large enough for someone of your stature to crawl through. Looks like you can sneak through, bypass the checkpoint. Not yet. But I will. I'm dwarf and I'm tiny, and I will most assuredly use every advantage that brings me. Even though dwarves are supposed to be too proud for that bullshit. Right. Or I could... I'm not gonna buy the guard a good time. Fuck him. Although she's really cheap. 20 nuyen? What is... Hey, that's mine. Who raised you, a pack of wolves? That ladder is rightfully mine. I could use your intestines as a rope instead. Can I just put it back? I don't really want it. Maybe the noodle machine is still working. Now fuck that, man. Alright, I'll take the 5 nuyen thing. Click the... Seriously? I can't go through now. No! It's a bug. Hold on, can I load? South Seattle docks, maybe. Let's try loading. Ba-da-da-dum-ba-dee. It was a little bug though. Like, there's no way I shouldn't be able to interact with it again. Like, clearly, the thing, it doesn't remove itself, right? When I say I don't want to go through there right now. Like, I can still interact with the icon. I just can't get through there. So let's just quickly go through. We'll do everything. The sign. Talk to the street lady so that we get the information about the stuff, because you never know when stuff like this is gonna come back around. We'll also say we're working for the coroner. He doesn't believe us. And so we'll go through here. Right, roll through. Excellent. Alright, there's that guard is down there. We need to enter this thing, but let's see if there's anything out here we might collect. There might be loots. Maybe a grenade or something. Grenade would be fun. There's a helicopter pad. Now see, here we go. Pick that up, whatever that is. Phosphorus grenade. Okay, so that's a fire thing. Fire bomb. Let's, we'll switch it up with that. And a concussion grenade. We'll send that to the stash. The concussion grenades are nice. They give the enemy minus AP, which is good. but I don't want to use them if it costs me 2 AP to actually use them, you know? Because then I may as well deal damage. That's how I see it anyway. But if I can get my throwing skill high enough so that I reduce the cost of throwing those grenades to 1 AP, then we're talking. You know? Because that can really mitigate damage. Let's see, yes, let's head inside the warehouse. Let's see, the warehouse. Inside the large gray warehouse. Inside the large gray warehouse is as typical as the outside. High ceilings, abandoned with girders and rickety catwalks. The top a huge utilitarian room. Concrete and steel walls meet concrete floor. This place is for storing things and nothing more. Oh shit. I think I blew my brains out. Oh man. Okay. I'm okay, alright? I'm alright. Let's see. Despite the quiet on the outside, the inside is a hornet's nest of Lone Star officers going about their business. The center of the activity is the Emerald City Ripper's latest victim. With uniforms everywhere, no one stops you at the door. Seems this case hasn't leaked to the press yet. Lone Star or no, you got a job to do. Well, I don't want to have to kill Lone Star agents. Okay. There's Aguirre. Let's talk to him. You again. How'd you find out about the murder? The press haven't even picked it up yet. I have my sources. Listen, officer. I'm just trying to do right by my client. Mind if I look around? Whatever. I have better things to do. Like find the Emerald City Ripper and make something out of myself. Make something of myself. I've gone through the researcher's computer, and I have a suspicion that this is a copycat crime. The victim worked here at the NTSB warehouse as a black box researcher. What is the NTSB? National Transportation Safety Board. This warehouse used to go over the wreckage from plane crashes to try and determine what happened. The Vic was in charge of their highest priority investigation at the moment. Okay. So could he gotten killed because of that? Gone through the victim's computer, and this case notes indicates he was selling secrets. Idiot kept records. Spilling, and that'll get you killed quick. It did. Some runner like you probably offed him to cover up his corpse master's involvement and tried to make it look like a Ripper killing. There's the office key. Check it out yourself if you want. Thanks. Just saying, if you would have asked for a donation to the Lonely Orphans Fund or whatever, I wouldn't have minded that. Shannon Halfsky. Oh my. Let's talk to Dresden. Chopper, still working for the dead man. Chuckles. As you can see, we got another Ripper victim on our hands. Looks like business is good for a dial morgue these days. Ha! Yes, yes indeed. The victim is male, mixed Native American descent, age 38. Based on the condition of the body, it looks like he was killed around 2 in the morning. Cause of death unknown. Several internal organs were removed from the body after death, quite gruesomely. I'm not sure the killer even knew what they wanted before they started cutting. Not much else to tell yet, really. He does have a lot of pre-existing scar tissue, so he probably had a major surgery at some point in recent history. Unfortunately, with the organs gone, I can't determine the nature of the surgery, right? Right. Any idea which organ the Ripper was after this time? Well, the killer definitely took the lungs. The more I look at it, though, the other missing organs may just be eviscerated within the chest cavity. Oof. How's Is McCluskey getting any closer to a suspect? Couldn't find his ass with both hands. Don't tell him I said that, though. Huh. How's Officer Aguirre doing on the case? He seems like a real go-getter. Aguirre would love to solve it before McCluskey and get his gold detective's shield. Plus, he'd love to see McCluskey suck it in front of his superior. Suck it in front of his superiors, right? He's already tried to bribe me to keep the information from McCluskey and slip it to him. I'm inspired by their tireless pursuit of justice. Did you take the money? He grins from ear to ear. Do you have any idea how much this job pays these days, sir? I don't think Aguirre's officer's salary is going to do much to seduce me into helping him. Really? Who's that woman over there? No clue. Just showed up. Next to kin, I think. Sounds like the Ripper's taking different trophy from each victim. Sam's liver, this guy's lungs. Any theories? Sorry, I don't do theories. I'm just a scientist who happens to prefer dead people. However, while there are massive damage to the chest cavity, I can see that the victim's lungs were transplants, which is interesting, since another victim's missing heart was also a transplant. Granted, modern medicine has made organ transplant relatively easy, but this is an odd coincidence. But as a scientist, it's just that, a coincidence. This is only the third body I've personally examined. One of our other branch managers handled the other two. If I find more of the victims had organ transplants, I'll let you know. I'll have a look around. Let's talk to the lady. Shannon Halfsky. You're not a cop, she looks up, watching you warily. Let's see. I'm independent. What's your relationship with the dead man? The suspicion in her voice and eyes departs almost instantly when the subject turns to the deceased. He's my brother. I've been trying to speak with him, but I'm afraid his spirit is too disoriented by his recent journey to answer me. You're a shaman. Yes, for all the good it's doing me. If I can just make contact, I might be able to deliver justice and allow my brother's spirit to rest. Were there any other witnesses? No, not as far as I can tell. Not among the living anyway. Realization then dawns, bringing the light back into her eyes. But my brother's spirit may not be alone here this night. She closes her eyes and concentrates, droning a low chant you can barely hear. Yes, there are others. Other spirits who may be able to help. Her features harden in frustration, as if she is searching for something that remains elusive. Sighing, she opens her eyes and fixes you with a stare. But I can't do it alone. What do you need? The warehouse contains the spirit of plane crash victims trapped between worlds. I wish to help. They wish to be heard. And I think they have something to say about my brother's murder. The Lone Star won't let me in there, but you seem to have the run of the place. If you can find any personal items that belong to the victims, I believe that I can summon a spirit to speak with us. I'll need at least 2 such objects. Can you find them for me? I'll do what I can. Let's start with the office. Oh, hold on, what's over here? A little cubby hole. You don't need to go right now. The old poster depicts a svelte young woman posing with... what? A gun? Or something? I don't know. Looks like a sword. I'm not a fast reader, you guys, and those tooltips go away so fast. What? Mind your own business. Okay, what do we have here? The computer is locked with the 2-factor encryption key. Alright, I'm not a decker, so I can't do anything about that. What's over here? This appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside, you see several of the dead man's personal items. Inspect the toothbrush. The blue toothbrush is still wet from being used. It smells of mint and cigarettes. It appears to be the victim's locker. The door is slightly ajar. Inside, you see several of the dead man's personal items. Wait, so this guy was a smoker? Hold on. He took Sam's liver, and Sam's a drunk. He took the girl's eyes, and she was blind. Takes this guy's lungs, and he's a smoker. He's after some, he's after, like, fucked up organs. Inspect the comb. As you reach for the comb, a hair on the back of your hand stands on end. When you take it off its little shelf, your heart thumps in your chest hard. This must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. You pocket the comb. Alright. I can't get in here. Might be able to go here. Let's see. What do we have here? Some rubbish on the floor. There's a large pile of old shoes. Okay. This could be discarded luggage, or possibly the shoes worn by the occupants of the plane at the time of the crash. We'll dig through the things. Find nothing of interest. Over here, maybe? Maybe? It's hard to say whether this is a heap of items and refuse recovered from a plane crash, or simply trash that hasn't been taken out yet. A sticky substance of some sort seems to have seeped through the trash pile, and your hands are quickly covered in the stuff. After searching for a minute, you unearth a handful of interesting items. Inspect the cred stick. Surprisingly, the cred stick is still functional. You slot it into the PDA and 200 new yen is added to your account. Inspect the earring. Made out of burnished steel formed into the shape of a small salmon. An intense primal fear washes over you as you touch its surface. There must be one of the items the shaman was looking for. Alright, what's the lunchbox? The dented lunchbox tin that's seen better days. You can barely make out the face of a grinning troll on the front. Okay. Alright, so we got one of the things. Can I do anything with this thing? No. Alright, we got the items for the shaman. Let's see. It feels as though you have found enough objects. Yes, there they are. Let's see. You hand her the objects you found. She closes her eyes and chants over them for a time. Then her eyes open again. They're filled with tears. Thank you. These items are all I will need. It shouldn't take me long to... What the hell is this? Mr. McCluskey is there. Officers require trails after the detective, only meeting your eyes for a moment. She's the victim's sister, sir. This is a crime scene, officer, not some Salish drum circle. Right. That's her brother. Makes it her business. No, that's a corpse, which makes it my business. Now get the hell out. Come on, if we stay much longer, I'm liable to do something I'd regret. Or worse, something I'd enjoy. Well, that's a bummer. That man is an ass. She stares daggers at McCluskey from across the warehouse. Yes. But there is no helping it now. I should just be grateful that you were able to collect these items before those clods carted everything off. Can we still summon the spirit? Not from here, I'm afraid. Spirits such as these have... have domains to which they are anchored. We need to get back in there. Alright. Rent-a-cops like these won't tie up the place for long. Agreed. I expect it to be clear by nightfall. Sure you're up for this? It may be a rabbit hole, but I have to get to the bottom of it. Whatever your reasons, I thank you. Now, since we have the time, we should probably enlist some help. They may post security overnight. And I'm going out on a limb and say, you know where to find the kind of people we need. No, you could say that. Good. I'll put up the money. If you find the bodies. She produces a fistful of crumpled nuyen from inside a leather pouch, starts to count it, and shoves it the whole wad at you. Meet me back here at midnight. The spirits will be strong by then. Okay. I didn't see how much. Oh shit! We got a whole bunch of cash. Alright. Cool. As you start to leave the warehouse, your comlink chirps and the face of Coyote pops on the screen. Hoi, Chopper, you in the middle of something? Just getting jerked around by Lone Star. Same old thing. I hear ya. It chill sets. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I was born in the Royale. BTL pushers like Stevie J ran the squats, ran my world when I was growing up. I remember. She looks relieved. Whiz. I have a cousin, Gino, who's been missing for months. He hit the sprawl about a year ago and immediately fell in with some tweakers, bad guys. They hooked him on the high amp dream chips and started using him for all sorts of dreck. I tried to help him, but he pushed me away. Then he disappeared. I've been shooting up BTL labs ever since, trying to find him. I'm guessing you have a new lead. It's not a lead. Her face lights up. She's running hot. She has a serious edge. I know exactly where he is this time. Got an old friend who eyeballed him herself. I'm on my way. Paco's with me. We could use another hand. You in? On my way. Knew you'd come. I knew you'd come. I'll send you the address. See you soon. Yeah, man. We gotta. Listen, I can't. I gotta help out the guys if I wanna stay in the basement, right? I need a place to sleep. It's the Coyote's Crusade. Okay, you know what? We'll end the episode here. I think it's long enough. So, we'll cut it here and we'll be back soon. See you then.